got some great news, gal. First off, this is True Power's Mine. This is TPIM SR Live. I don't know why I did not think about this beforehand, but moving forward, as of May 13, 2019, all of my Patreon funding would go towards the hub. I talked with an individual last night, my confidential informant. We brainstormed and we came up with a legitimate plan. I'm going to talk to one of my brothers today about forming a 501c so that once the hub land is acquired, it'll be tax-free in perpetuity. And we're going to link this thing up and make it happen. Listen, this is a very exciting time. I know a lot of people are still fixated on the June 15th thing, and I get it. And I really, really do. Hey, Kent, welcome to the show, brother. Welcome to the show. 411-000, 144-000-2300 days. Good morning. Welcome to the show. This is going to be a awesome. This might just be the thing that my whole life has ultimately been about. The hub. The hub, yeah. And I'm not going to get too deep into the particulars of it right now. But those of you who was with us yesterday on the show and you heard the conversation with Brother T. Will, I guess that was the spark for me. That's where this epic thought came crashing into my mind. All the resources, all the connections I've had made prior to the show, it seemed like they are all pointing in this direction. We have a chance now, y'all, to put together something within law, legit, no hustling, no juking, no jiving. It'll take work, a lot of work, and money, obviously. The money's going to come. I'm not even tripping on that. But we have to have the right mindset going into this thing. Clarity of purpose and cause for this thing being put together. Good morning, Kim. Welcome to the show. I want people to understand the real reason is because our governments have forsaken us. The society has all but bastardized our collective image. No, I'll correct that. They bastardized it as well. I do this so that this may be one of the first, I guess, enclave or fortress or simply hub, and maybe it will be repeated by others. Not for isolation purposes. I mean, not talking isolating ourselves. That's dangerous. It's bad. But I'm talking about having a space totally controlled by us. Totally. From the roads to the sidewalks to the homes to the landscaping. Access. Excuse me. Access to resources that we can pull from the land and we can sell. And another reason why I don't want this thing to be isolated, because what type of life would that be for the children? Hey, what's up, Kenneth? Welcome to the show, brother. Community doesn't have to be isolationism. Those of us who are older and we understand the purpose, it's up to each and every one of us. And also, how everybody's been talking about building a school. We'll have more than a school, my friends. Hospital as well. There are so many folks out there with so many talents. So many. And there's enough of us to make a real go at this thing. It's going to be a beautiful, beautiful experience because of why, for one, even though I'm extremely spiritual, I understand the purpose of my spirituality. But in this thing, it has to be a secular deal. Let me explain why. The moment that a religious entity, whether it's my personal doctrine or the next man's, takes root, it will strangle the community. Because as anything, a community has to be able to be flexible to endure hardships. A lot of the dogmatic ideals in a lot of religions stifles that in a community or society. And if the hardship's too great, will that community or society cease to exist? Not only that, I fundamentally believe your spirituality journey, your personal walk, is your personal walk. And just like you're not supposed to, in other words, if you were walking down the street and you literally saw Bruce Jenner walking towards you, you have to make a conscious decision at this point. Are you going to say, "Hey, Bruce, how you doing?" Or are you going to say, "Hey, Caitlin," or Caitlin, or Kitlin, or whatever, "how are you doing?" One of those two comments is truth, and the other one's make believe. And from whatever religious perspective you're coming from, they're not the same answers. What's up, War? Welcome to the show. Glad to see you here. We got to put aside our differences. Not for in perpetuity, for no. You keep who you are, but we have to work together so this physical thing can keep moving. I did a search yesterday. It was a very enlightening evening, actually, for me. And I didn't even realize just how many people have heeded my words. I've been telling you guys, feel free to use any video on my channel. Uh, make your own video, make your own channel, get monetized by it. Start making money with these videos. They're already made, folks. They're already here. And this is why, thank you. This thoughts come together. Young people, those of you who have no money, check this out. I'm telling you straight up. Take the videos on my channel already. Make a YouTube channel, kind of promote it in your spare time, whatever. As you start making ad money from that revenue, not coming from your work or what's really sustaining you in life, use that money to donate to the Patreon so we can get the funds to go, because I'm going to go to some wealthy people with this ideal. Extremely wealthy people. But I cannot go there with holding nothing. I have to have something in my hand. So this is the thought I'm trying to put out here for you younger and even older folks. If you're disabled, you're not doing nothing other than sitting in anger and frustration. Use my videos. Build a channel. Build a like your own damn near following. And then use that revenues, not your disability check. Do not use your SSI money, your disability check, any of that. Don't use that money. You keep that money for yourself and your personhood. But there's billions of people out there. I can't talk to them all. Use those videos, build your little YouTube platform or whatever other platform that's using AdSense or some sort of ad money. And overnight while you're sleeping, that money could be used once it accumulates, send it into the hub. It'll do two things. One, secure your spot in the hub. And two, truly give you a sense of purpose. Because you would know for a fact, it doesn't matter if you can't walk now. It doesn't matter if you can't talk or whatever the situation may be. You are contributing to the future of humanity. And that, my friend, is the greatest gift one human being, whether they're so-called able-bodied or disabled, could really give to another human being. Because I'm doing this for the children of humanity. I'm doing this for the children who will one day step on Mars, who will one day perhaps go beyond our galaxy, far enough into the future. And hopefully the ideals, the actual presence of the hub will be a true beacon of light for our people, will be a true beacon of light for humanity as a whole. To say, even though the enemy, the great enemy, was set upon us, through unity, perseverance, and love, we made this thing happen. The dimensions of the hub, man, I'm just getting goosebumps. It's just so real. It sounds like a lot of land, and it really is. I want to try to find a partial land, at least 25,000 acres. That's just hub one. If this thing can be successful, I swear to you all, until the last day, I will be a forerunner for the hub. I will make this hub in Missouri. After we're done here, I will move on to other states, other countries. Not doing this to challenge the political deal of any country. You guys do your thing. I'm doing this as a safeguard, because once you guys do your thing, and I'm talking about these political actors, and they devastate this planet, these hubs might be the only thing left, might just be the only true remnants of us. And when we build these, and we build them, we build them. You hear me, folks? We build them, nobody else. That's what makes this thing works. We do it ourselves, for us. No loans, no rent, no mortgage. Now, of course, we will have to, and this is just being legal, we will have to have liability insurance on the property. Therefore, if let's say people find out what we're doing and they don't like seeing unity, they don't like seeing peace, they don't run up there, break their leg, try to sue us, and take everything. That's why I'm saying the hub is going to be correct, yeah. It's going to be correct. It's going to be a place where your children will be safe. No more shootings, no more stabbings, no more doping up and dying. If you want to do that, just go right down the street. But you can't do that up here. No rituals, no community chow hall. I mean, there will be uh, like restaurants or whatnot. There will be a dining hall for those of us because there'll always be the poor, y'all. There'll always be somebody who has nothing, quite literally nothing. So there will be facilities for them. Well, what about single women with babies? True. Are they going to be allowed to come up and? Yes. That's the whole purpose of this, is to have a space for women and children and men, not just women and children, and men too. Even though you're the last in the light boat, damn it, brother, you need to get in a light boat as well. Women, children, our elderly, our elders of whatever gender, and then the men. And then just to be politically correct and to see that, to show you everybody, I'm way ahead of our times, even the hermaphrodites. Everybody. Because this thing is about survival. It's not about ideology at this point. Heck, most of you who's been out here in the grind, in the living, in the real world, the adult world for a number of years, most of us don't even have time to sit and contemplate any higher thoughts. We most of us are preoccupied with making sure this bill's paid, making sure that child's taken care of, making sure we got plans to do this, plans to do that. Very little time for self reflection. We are going to get this done. I'd like to personally thank Brother T. Will for lighting the fire on this. You see, when I talked with, well, Dr. Stewart, and he was telling me, sharing with me how Father Divine basically kind of organized the international peace movement. And I understand, and I see the purpose for it for that particular time. Boys and girls, the times have changed. And the lessons that we have to learn, or we should learn, is what happened rather to the precursors. We can see how they were thwarted. We can see how they were unflexible, unable to attract young people. See, what I'm talking about with the hub isn't no foolishness. Let me tell you what the hub's not about. Hub's not a freaknik. It's not about indiscriminate sex, spreading STD, spreading, from my particular point of view and many others, immorality. The hub is not an indoctrination camp either. You're not going to sit there and spew your personal indoctrination wherever it is from. You can keep that in your home. You can keep that in your section of the hub. It has to, and please understand me, people, it has to be a secular situation. And then people are going to say, well, True, what about the homosexuals? Are they going to be allowed up in? Of course. That's why I said it's going to be a secular situation. Two men are up in there doing their thing because legally you can't discriminate against them. Illegally, you can't. Well, what about a white nationalist, True? Can they roll up in them? Of course. Well, but there is no but. Humanity's humanity. Can a homeless person roll up in there? Absolutely. Mentally ill? It'd be tough, but sure. Because it's about the purpose of this thing. Now, is this going to be a catch-all for all the drags of society? No, of course not. Because honestly, you're not going to want to stay around areas if you're really not. Oh, listen. If I'm really not into, let's say, I don't know, soccer. If I'm not really into soccer, I'm not going to move to an area that's all about soccer because it's not in my interest. There's plenty of spaces in this world for people to live. I think the people who understand what I'm really saying knows what type of people are really going to be up there in the hub. I think you really know what I mean. But because we're doing the 501c thing, everyone's welcome. Of course, absolutely. If we don't have space for you at that time, we will just simply put you on the list. And whenever we have space for you, you will come in. You will come in. You see how we do that? So the hub will be secular. It will be tactical. And it will be very much strategic. And it will be, dare I say, our homes. Homes that you build with your own hands. I mean, okay, let me put this out as a scenario. Let's say we actually have the hub popping. Brother War and Brother Kenneth show up. We're here, brother. We've been following the show. We've done it all. We'll go into the office there. We'll pull out the schematics. We'll show them, these are the kind of areas. This is down here. Hey, what's up, Brother Bishop? This is down here by the river. This is over here by the woods. This is over here by the bluffs. This is here. All right. Here's some area housing down here by our farm area. Wherever you guys want to live. They determine, okay, I want to live in section, A-2 up there, on like the mountain up there on the hill. Okay. We give them the keys to a home, take them up there, show them, maybe we have 4 or 5 homes already built. Which home you want? I want this one, brother. Boom. That's your home till the day you die or the day you want to move out. Go somewhere else. Literally, that would be your home until the day you die or you want to move somewhere else. Raise a family in there. Do whatever you got to do. If one of your children is sentimental about the home because that's the home they grew up in, then they can take it over. Because the hub's going to go on past me, my friend. It's going to go past you. Once hub land is acquired, we're going to write it up in a way it can never be sold or parceled out. There won't be, like I said, any property taxes or mortgages. Because I will build you a home myself. Even if we have to wait, even if we had to wait until we get the manpower, the physical manpower, because, a man cannot literally, technically, I could build a house all by myself, but it would take me a very, very long time. But as we're showing these young men the framing aspect, another brother showing the young men the plumbing and electrical, another brother showing the young men siding and roofing, drywall, painting, or mudding, taping, painting, carpets, towels, whatever, the fixtures. That's just one aspect. But then we're going to have brothers and sisters in our technology center managing our AI, hopefully, maybe coding new ones. And that's not just it. We're going to have brothers and sisters in our fitness centers. And then we have brothers and sisters in the food, harvesting, hunters, butcherers. And these would be people who want to be here, not people forced. Right on. See, this is what I'm talking about, what Brother Bishop's talking about, stepping up. Look at Brother Bishop. His hands and talents and skills is in this. This is what I'm talking about. Not everybody needs to bring money. I will seek out and I will talk to the people with money, but I need people like Bishop. I need people who are willing to put their skills, man, their heart and their mind into this thing. The hub. The hub. That is what I'm focused on now. And like I said, for those who just walked in and may be listening now, as of today, May 13th, 2019, the year of our Lord, I am committing 100% of my Patreon revenue directly to the Hub project. I ask all you young people, old people, anybody with internet connection, just make a new YouTube name, screen name. Please use any videos on my channel that you want. Try to get 1,000 subscribers. I guarantee you'll get the 4,000 watch time minutes every month. Just get 1,000 subscribers. Start getting that revenue money. Let it build up and use that money to send in for the hub. Hey, Travis, good morning. I'm going to take down Brother Bishop's. Whoa. Okay, hold on. Oh, man. Nicholas Klaus. Nicholas Klaus Barbie. You see, other people have hubs. We call them countries, states, counties, territories, reservations. That's what we call them. That's what they are. That's their hub. But humanity itself has no hub. A lot of us don't even have love. All I want to do, community, unity for a better living, better world. Bishop, that's awesome. Community, unity for a better living, better world. But then people see this is where the kicker comes into. Once it's done once, we will recreate it again. We have to show it can be done once. We have to show the world. Please forgive me, man. I don't want to go on no tangent or no rant. But words are very useless in this endeavor, y'all. People have to see that we win this argument, brothers and sisters, with our actions. With our actions. No more blah, blah, blah. Get the word out. The hub is going to be real. We are going to do this. Brother War, I pray that we get a stay, that this transpires before the war. I sincerely hope that we can maneuver things quickly, and yes, we must act now, Brother Bishop, now. I know, Brother War, I know. I know. We have to recognize that we quite literally have until it's literally on our doorstep. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you and say that everything's going to be rainbows and cupcakes. I'm not going to lie to you and say that I should have been doing this 12 years ago. Should have been doing this 10 years ago. We already should have had 4 or 5 hubs up already. For that, I am sorry. I obviously didn't have the connections or the mental maturity at that particular time. I do realize the situation we are facing today. And I'll be honest with you, Brother War. Maybe we get halfway into it and the war hits. And we all get annihilated. But you know what, brother? I'd rather be annihilated working towards something that if war does not happen, if the economic collapse does not beget us, if the scientist who made the virus does not release it, we have a shot of making it collectively. I'd rather die doing that than to sitting on my fucking ass talking, trying to convince people to be a certain way, and there's nothing in it for them. And when I say that, when I say I'm sitting on my ass, I feel like I'm not doing enough to help the people that desperately needs help. I feel like, I already know no matter how much money I make, because I only make enough really just to support my own family, but no matter how much money I make, I can never truly make enough money to free these folks, because it's not about the damn money. It's about land. It is about having a place to lay your fucking head. It is about having a place to build a future for oneself off of. In my lifetime, I've met so many brothers and sisters whose parents have moved in and moved out. They were constantly moving, shuffling around. 20 years after this fact, I see the consequences of folks not having a home base, not having a hub. Did y'all hear about the 9,000 barrel spill of oil in Texas? No, I didn't, Brother David, and welcome to the show. No, we were actually just talking about the hub. I have dedicated myself to this cause 110%, like I do everything that I feel passionate about, and I feel it's the right direction. I'm going to be donating 100% of my Patreon funding towards the hub, the acquirement of the land, the forming of the 501c. I wanted to be formed as a secular community development society. That way, members of the society will have homes in perpetuity or until the day that they die. No rent, no mortgage. We build them. We build our roads. We build our sidewalks. We put up cameras. There ain't gonna be no child molestation going on up in here. There ain't gonna be no raping the women going on up in here. There ain't gonna be no drug dealing and all that because there won't be no need for that. You work, you reflect, and you live life. You can still have your normal job. Brother Murder, good morning. Welcome to the show. But this will be our thing that we put together. That will be in perpetuity. That's why it's so important, y'all, that we remain secular with this. It will give the hub in coming decades and hopefully centuries the ability to be flexible, still holding true to the slogan. And the slogan is community unity for a better life and a better world. Community unity for a better life and a better world. I like it. I say I love it. But as Brother War has said, we got a bit of a problem, y'all. And it's called World War III, the Civil War, and the economic collapse. I apologize to you, brothers and sisters, for not doing this sooner. Totally, I do. I'm only human. But now that this is on the table, I say we roll, brothers. I say we roll and we secure the land. And we prepare for the future that is sure to come. Hold on. Let me go over here and get with the news. Saudi tanker sabotage. Well, go figure. I mean, I'm not trying to be ignorant, not trying to be hateful by no means. But I mean, yeah, you know. Saudi tanker sabotage. Gulf tense flare. Iran commander calls U.S. military a target, which nothing new there. Britain warns conflict could break out by accident. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Iran commander calls U.S. military in Gulf a target, not a threat. I knew the Abraham Lincoln was over there. They're turning up the heat on this pot of greens. You know it, aircraft carrier. Holy shit. Come on, how come these fools can't just give me like 2 years. Just give me 2 more years before they do the bullshit. That's not even in the deal. What is this? Empire's going away? Empire's over, yeah. Empire's over. And Doris Day is dead. And for those who are interested, BritX is about ready to go nuclear. Okay, let's see. Heartbeat bands. Man faced up to 104 years in prison for threatening to kill. Wow. Freedom of speech, y'all. Be careful what you say. Like I've always said. They're not playing games, man. They are not playing games. Perhaps the United States might not be the appropriate area for the hub. Hmm. Can I make my own clothes? Absolutely, Kim. You know, as long as you're comfortable. What this thing is all about, it's not about forsaking technology. It's not about forsaking the modern world, per se. It's about forsaking racism and hate on an economic level. It's about knowing for a fact, Kim, if you get hurt, you can't work, a brother and sister, because we're growing the food ourselves, still going to bring you by a plate of food. It's about whether you're working or not, you're hurt or not, Kim. You're going to have a place to stay. You're going to, you can decorate it however you like. And it's yours. You can have babies up in there, or family up in there, or just yourself up in there. Don't have to ever worry about paying taxes or a mortgage. The hub would be able to generate a vast quantity of electricity because we will have a solar field. And depending on the feasibility, as long as the land is correct, we can also have aqua power. They have turbines you can put in streams 24/7 electricity. And then that could also be a source of revenue for the hub itself, selling energy that we don't use back to the grid. Well, when I was talking to Brother T, just on the show, I need to call him back up. He made me think there are vast swaths of land out there, unincorporated, that you literally get for pennies on the dollar. Now, I want to do this in a way to where we can get donors that can donate the money for us. I'm talking about hundreds of thousands, perhaps even millions of dollars, so that we start off with no debt. We have to have officers and a structure of the 501c. That's the first thing. We have to structure the legal apparatus to get this thing cracking. And then we have to buy insurance. So whatever property we own at this point, the only thing we really have to pay is the insurance to ensure that if someone gets hurt, someone falls and breaks their leg, that's always taken care of. After that, then we literally war. The first of us probably going to go out there in the damn RV set up shop, and we will start laying down the framework for the rest of the whole complex. Let me punch this up. Hold on, cancel. Hold on. I'm just gonna do this just for um, whatever. 100,000 acres of land in Idaho. Land for sale. All right. I just threw this out here just so that, and this is only 1,000 acres. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that right there. The hub. I mean, all this area, we can have this be our central sewer, make this a cesspool, maybe even dome it out so we don't have to smell it. All the plumbing can run down the hill into this lower land. Or, we can start up here with something like this. That's nice. Put that little, those aqua generators here, have some solars over there. Hold on. I just want to show you what I'm talking about. Yeah. That's essential. We have to have a source of water. This is 4,000 acres right here. They only want 5 million for it. And I'm like, shit. But yeah, if we buy that in a 501c kind of way, then it's ours forever. Forever. And let's look at some of these pictures. Come on, Yao. Yeah, the wintertime is going to be different. Hold on. Let me turn this. I got to turn it. You guys got to see this. This is just too beautiful for you. I mean, you might love your city. If you get a gander of this, you might be thinking a different way. Oh, there it is. Now, of course, this is obviously, I can see why this is so much. Look, you got water, you got timber, you got mountain. You probably got resources in the mountain. Look at that, man. All of that. We can cut roads in. Because you picture waking up, brother war, looking out your window, brother murder, and that's your view. Maybe you're going to take a hike today. Go up there to the observatory, see what they've been seeing. Like I said, this isn't going to be some sort of enclave where we're sitting there with our dicks in the dirt. This is going to be something where, once again, technology is valued. Thinking is valued. And nature is valued. I mean, could you picture this looking up here at this tree? Are we dreaming? No, we are not dreaming. Now I'm dreaming about this particular property because, $5 million is a lot to come up with. But all I need is that one person to see the vision. Because the only thing, honestly, that would be stopping us, brother war, would be human participation. I'm fairly confident about the money. It's the manpower is what we would be needing. Because there'll be all kinds of situations that are going to pop up, and I'm going to address them. What happens if one of the people go up in there and they're a child molester or a murderer, and they're engaging in these activities at the hub? How do we deal with that? Can't build a community while you're at war. If you don't build the community while you're at war, I doubt whether you'll build a community when you're not at war. Buy a small plot of land and build underground. Shh, brother murder. You really think that the whole go here is just above? As above, so too below? But back to what I was saying. We would deal with these criminals by getting them out of the house or out of the hub. We're dreaming. This is what I'm saying, yeah. This is what I'm talking about. Brother Wars is being honest. He perceives us as only dreaming because he sees no tangible results. He sees probably no way for this to happen. But I'm here to tell you, when good men and good women focus their minds and spirits on something, amazing things can happen. And sometimes you got to look at these things. What I mean, there are actually small cities already around. Now, I don't really want to fool with that. I've been trying to do that. Playtime is over. We've been trying to do. No, we haven't, War. No, we haven't. We have not tried this. Every time what you're talking about has come together, it's always been in a religious kind of way. Every one of them. Some sort of religious ideology at its heart instead of unity and purpose. What I am talking about is purely a secular situation. Only purpose is to produce individuals that have a shot at life. More so than you would get outside of the hub. Not saying that you even have to come to the hub. You don't have to. The majority of people probably won't. And once again, once we get to capacity, depending on, what the situation is, you may have to go on a list. Playtime is over because we are a part of this beast. I reject that, Brother War. I am a conscientious objector to participating, empowering, or enriching the beast. Why go secular if you believe in God? You can't save non-believers. You can't save non-believers. The reason why I go secular is so that non-believers can't sue my ass and destroy the fucking hub. I better have a crib ready. You know that, Brother David. And be built by these hands, right? Yeah. Another reason is why, Brother Murder, we have to look at like Brother War said, this has been tried before, but it's always been tried in a spiritual kind of way. We have to get to the point to where we can let that shit go so that we can get to the place we need to be. This is why the hub would be unique, and this is why the hub, in my estimation, would be successful where others have failed. The difference between a society that most of us envision versus society that we are given is that you didn't have a choice for the most part to be born where you're at. But you do have the choice, your freedom of will, to be something that is beneficial to you on most, if not all levels, or to remain in the same toxic society in which you dwell in. And then, absolutely, at that time, playtime is over because you will be a part of the beast. Now, many of us have had some really harsh lives. Let's look at this little video. Oh, God, not this. No, I'm sorry. I can't listen to that garbage. But we will listen to one of my songs if you guys don't mind. In fact, this song goes out to Brother War. It's gonna be this goes out to Brother War.
I guess in a modern way, invading the United States. I only say that because recently I understand the King of the North in the book of Daniel has been identified as Russia and China, or Russia and their allies. And also in that scripture, it also says that Russia, the King of the North, and the United States, which is King of the South, will get involved with the pushing and shoving. Eventually, the King of the North will supposed to take over. So I just wanted to hear his comment about that. Okay?
Thank you, caller.
Well, I don't know. I was listening to her. I thought we were talking about Game of Thrones. No, I'm serious, because those are the terms they use on Game of Thrones. King of the South, King of the North. No, seriously. I don't recall Russia or China or U.S. being mentioned in the Bible, but maybe I have the wrong version of the Bible. I don't know. Not that the Bible that people read today is the right version anyway, because the King James Version was written by Francis Scott Bacon, the same guy who wrote Shakespeare. So King James was only 12 years old. He was king, so he didn't write anything. And the only reason you have the King James Bible, because, when a king on the crown wants to do something with a whore, and the church doesn't allow him, then he creates his own church with the same church. But I don't want to go down that rabbit hole. What I will say, as far as Russia and China, they're already allied. BRICS: Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa. Russia and China are also allies when it comes to Syria. So when the U.S. pulls out of Syria, who benefits from that pull-up? The Russians. But then why were we in Syria in the first place? You do realize Russia has 2 naval bases in Syria, right? All I'm saying to you is that Russia has bases in Syria. Oh, Russia, just like the U.S., has private contractors. You aware of that, right?
Yes.
And the U.S. killed something like 200 of their private contractors last year, right?
No, I did not know that.
Oh, I'm sorry, listeners. Y'all Google that one. Because remember, don't believe anything I tell you. Make up your own mind after you do your own research. So I'm just saying is, the war is already going on. We got shooting going on the border between Burma and China. You don't hear about it. The U.S. has been involved. Like I tell people, World War II never ended. Name me one year where you didn't have at least 33 countries involved in the war. And name me one year that the U.S. hasn't been involved in some country where they either invaded it or sent special forces over or got into some kind of skirmish. They don't want to use the term war.
But I will. I'll use the term war. Because that's where we're at. Like I said, and I just pulled this up just cause. But I am saying this. I'm going to focus on the hub. You're more than welcome to join in this endeavor or not. That's fine. Profits from the land. Learn that. Well, yes. Well, hopefully others. I can't learn it all. I'm going to focus on construction and layout. That's what I'm saying. This is the whole deal. Community. You want a community? Here's our opportunity. There has to be basically 4 main things that has to happen. We have to have basically like a school of sorts, where when we do have to give out, I guess education for the children or whatever, they don't, they can go wherever you want. You're the parents of them, but we have to have, some sort of education facilities on site, water, food, and then housing. Obviously, if we can get an area with timber, we can buy, you can literally buy a mobile sawmill for like 8 grand. We can build pole barns to basically either or. We can either sell the lumber we produce or use the lumber we produce in manufacturing on-site buildings. Then at that time, it'll be just a simple matter of, you know, obviously we won't be making siding, probably won't be making tin, probably won't be making ash shingles or drywall or wire, so some things will always have to be purchased outside or off hub, unless that's what that particular hub's generating. How to get the initial finances is the key. But doesn't bamboo take a number of years to grow, Bishop? I mean, I know bamboo is being used in everything from veneer to uh, damn near like the dance floor wood that actually locks together. It's not like pergo flooring. It's a different type of product, but they use bamboo in that. GoFundMe, I guess. Well, I guess we could try GoFundMe, huh? I never dealt with them before. I just barely know how to use the Patreon. But yeah, I guess this would be a GoFundMe project, but it should be more like GoFund Us. The first thing I had to do is I know like a CPA guy. I got to talk to him about the formation of the 501c corporation. That'll be the first thing. And then I guess the second thing after the formation of the corporation, obviously, is the formation of the people within the corporation. I can't have it to where I make this corporation and I'm the CEO. I guess my wife's the vice president and my kids are the board of directors. That'd be kind of whack. We had to actually get people involved. This is what I'm saying. It takes people being involved. We the people will build the wall. No way. Brother Murder. We the people will build the wall. Guy raised 22 million and spent it on partying and yachts. It was in the news. It's just saying. Wow. That's crazy. I do remember that story now. Yes, you're right. But you got to understand. I mean, this 22 million. You know how much money's out there, folks. That's just a drop in the bucket. But he was still able to get. And you watch. Okay, I will go and make a GoFundMe page. All right, I will do that, and we'll try to get it up for the hub. I'll make GoFundMe for the hub, and China strikes back, dumps treasury notes, stock shook. Like you couldn't see that one coming. Like I said, man, I pray that we have a respite from all this and this kind of just goes away. And we at least get 2 years to get this thing done. You know what? Holy shit. Hold on. There's one thing I do want to research here really, really fast. Old abandoned missile silo for sale. property for sale, missile base. Do anyone understand what is a war going on? Oh man, that'd be so much work. I need to go to Zillow real quick. Mm, no, hold on. I need to actually go into the damn site. Oh my god. My mind is so preoccupied. I understand how come this isn't going through. Oh, I'm on images. Good morning, Big Pimpin'. No. Zillow. Um, so this is retarded. I don't need none of this. Anyhow, I'll try this at a different time. Because what I want to ask it, I'm not going to be able to ask it. We need liberation first. You won't be able to liberate yourself without a hub. Bottom line. You won't be able to liberate yourself without a hub. Damn sure won't have no place to retreat back to. I would only say to President whatever Chi, um, all my many friends in China, that China will be hurt very badly if you don't make a deal, because companies will be forced to leave China for another country. Too expensive to buy in China. You had a great deal, almost completed. You backed out. Mm. And this is why I'm really concerned with the United States. The smallest country in the world, the Vatican, and Morocco, Liechtenstein. And look, they're all. See, this is what I'm saying. There ain't no. I get what. Hold on. Mm. I get what you're saying. But hopefully you understand what I'm saying. Without a reservations of sorts. I mean, if you want to stay in the trailer parks, you want to stay in the ghetto, you want to stay in the projects, you want to stay in the suburbs, you want to stay in the high rise, wherever you're at, the country cottage, you can stay. But I'm talking to all you field hands out there. If y'all don't want to stay in your condition, you want your own little house, come to the hub. Chill and act normal, and you can live forever. Act foolish, you have to go. They really will let me build a hub. Yes, they really will. War. It's not unrealistic at all. Because if we won't build one for ourselves, it's over, man. And war, this ain't a. I'm not talking about building an ark either. Something that is all. No, no, no. A hub is different than an ark. This isn't about separating or hiding per se. This is about grouping, educating, and implementing. How funny the cryptocurrency market are surging while the real markets are taking a dump. Confidence, coincidence? I don't think so. Buy Bitcoin, people. Yo, Ward. Kanye's doing it right now. Also, look up Berkshire currency. Hey, I get where people are apprehensive, and I get where people are, you know, Brother David, if this was Kitty Hawk and I was a Wright brother, and this was a couple hundred years ago, that thing ain't gonna fly with no bicycle chain. What's wrong with you boys? And we make that thing fly. Next thing you know, see, the Wright brothers won the argument by flying the doggone plane. You know what? I ain't gonna say that. Well, if I use, the proper geometric patterns and the proper wood and the rate of lift versus weight distribution, it should fly theoretically. No, they went out and did it. That's what's gonna happen with this. We as the black race were disconnected from the Kemet roots. Hold on. We as the black race were disconnected from our Kemet roots. We do not know about Kemet. China is in Kemet, making deals with Kemet. We need to be there in Kemet. Yes, absolutely. But you gotta realize people in Kemet don't love you either. So you can be there and still be hated. Just remember that. You can go there and your ass will still be hated for what you are. Now, I respect a goon. I respect all the people of the world. This is bigger than black folks and the Kemet. But good point. Ow! Sorry. Hit me right in my eye. No, it actually hit my eye.
I'm sorry.
That's cool.
Here.
I love you though. You're right, Mary. This is bigger. Yeah, everything will be good. If the grid crashes, cryptocurrency will be useless. Butler has a point. Andre, welcome to the show. I'm telling you, all that stuff's useless, brothers. Without unity, we have nothing. Without a hub, there is no hope. Oh, we'll just continue down the free fall we've been on, gradually being grounded like this chicken. But let this be something for each and every one of you out to think about. I'm at the hour mark. Actually, I have to go. Think about the hub. Those of you who are into praying, those of you who are into energy transfer, please, I ask for your prayers and your energy at this time. Those who can will, and those who can't will look and wonder. This is True Power's Mind. This has been TPIM SR Live, the hub. This is only the first conversation about this. As I make headway, there will be more. I will make the GoFundMe today at some point in time. This I command. As always, y'all, live your life with integrity without hate, envy, or greed. And as always, let's try to be kinder to each other. And let's get this hub cracking. Peace.